Alright. So, yeah, I had to take a nap and upload that first part. Apparently, I didn't have enough space on my phone. Mysteriously. Even after I cleared some, space off originally. Wow. Interesting. Anyways, so, Alex Collier seemed to be very much so an agent or information agent. And it's very sad that we got no one better than him, and we don't got like 50 of him. It seems. I know that'd be kind of weird if we got 50 of him, but variations like him, right? Yeah, I understand. Got Mount Shasta or some shit, and but I'm talking about humans. Supposedly, right? And he's supposedly human, right? But I think he's more of a Andromadan agent or puppet. Because who doesn't allow truth to be in their chest? They don't accept. Who doesn't accept will truth? You know what I mean? It seems like I'm, it feels like, you want to go by feelings? It almost feels like I'm a religious fanatic, and I'm here to tell you, do you believe in, blah, 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 Oh, yeah. But it's not that case. What the hell? But this is what I'm supposed to be like, feel like. That I'm an alien to my own existence. Like I'm the only wise human, straight white man, left alive. And I know what Andromedans know about me. I know what Pleiadians know about me. I know all of them know about me. Even Tanith. And they know I gave warnings to them and stuff. I know they didn't take me serious. That's on them. That's on them. They didn't want me help me out. That's on them. That's on them. And now here we got a big problem. Here we got a giant big problem here facing this winter. It's just like last winter, just like every winter, humans it's being thrown around and stuff. But supposedly something going to happen no matter what by this winter end. I sure hope so, because I just can't, believe that so many things are not getting better and that they're being held ransom. Now let's review some of Alex Collier some more here. What he says, how he says it. Because I couldn't do that all in one video because my watch are being taken away from myself, I suppose. Yeah, it is what it is.
Now, as I was being presented with this information, what I did not expect was what I'm going to share with you next.
Yeah, I already know what you're going to say, and I'm going to say it before he says it, right before he says it, right? But parasite, demonic parasite is still a demonic parasite. They will rape your human sister.
Every city has gangs. Every city has gangs. Some of them extremely nasty. Every city has some element of organized crime with it. Every city has an underground economy as well. We know this. Well, when these people are turned on, these entities, you're probably going to be as surprised as I was to hear this, that these inner city gangs are actually going to stand with the people. They're going to see what this truly is all about. And they literally are going to stand with the people and fight and go after these terrorists. Not only to protect their turf, but to protect their loved ones as well. I mean, I just, and there were scenes as this was being given to me of them literally moving forward, and law enforcement was actually backing them up.
So Alex Collier got basically glimpses into what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, right? That means I'm going to have to really buckle down harder on my end, because I'm going to try to meet them and or best them, overthrow them around that curve. Yeah, around that curve. Like if you like playing a video game, racing game, and you turning and stuff, you're gonna have to, you know, try to side swipe or whatever, do some pit maneuver, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, and just like bull, you know, through, right, bore through whatever the turn, and just like glide to victory, right? So skill, right? But the reason why I'm going to have to really focus here in the next month or so is because things don't look like it's been getting better for forever, I suppose. Like literally forever. All the time humans been existing, we never had our chance. And if we did, was it much of a chance, you know? Anyways, but Alex seems to be very hopeful. You know, he seems to be almost giddy about it. You know, what is with these ill feminine fall figures and their likeness with organized crime? You know, it's like best friends, you know what I mean? And he's like, wow, the demonic parasite's going to ignore fighting against their ultimate destruction, and they're going to meld with the light or some shit. Is that the plan? Like what? Like, oh, they got some light in them, you know, or whatever. Like what? Dude, they whip your daughter, your human daughter. They whip your human sister, and your human wife, if it's even human, and you know, both, you know, your mother and her mother, and maybe the dog too. I shouldn't be laughing, because they probably would. That's how sick and twisted some of these demonic parasites are. So yeah, this is not looking too good. But yeah, I see that, you know, his profile, and he doesn't think, by the way, he doesn't seem to think that it matters, his profile, but I'm here to, you know, make sure it's known that it matters who or what you are, how you sell yourself for whatever, you know, in conclusion, right? This is why I always going to be better. I just had to take like a super dump. I swear to God. Yes, I thought about saying that in the first part of the video, but anyways, the biggest dump I ever had, right? And I feel good, my system is finally working. Finally, after forever now. Finally working to my benefit. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Either that or I'm being poisoned by pesticides. And I'm not noticing the full effects yet, but I'm going to. But back to what it was. But damn. It seemed like there was a clog that I never had. You know, there might have been some that were close, but this one was hell of a clog. And the reason why, because, you know, my whip cage, you know, how I would sit or lay or stand or whatever, it was different, right? How I position my arms. But anyways, but yeah, it's like it's always a battle of information. Apparently, it's a battle of information. Jeez, but you can't speak the truth. Maybe you shouldn't be speaking at all. Jeez. And he seems giddy about it. He seems wow, you know. It's like good for these demonic parasites. It's like, dude, you can't make friends with them. Even not humans would, you know, even if they ain't demonics somehow. They still take your DNA, your wife, your kids, so on and so forth. That's what they do. They want you a likeness. That's why Pleiadians and other races look like us, because they are from us, from a time when we weren't probably here, or when they was here through Atlantis, or the civilization before then, or the other 3 civilizations before. Who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows the civilization that was here before, how many there were, and how we played a part in all of that. And maybe I have heard also we also came from Mars and Jupiter or some shit. It's like, what the hell? It's like one thing after a damn other. I swear. Hey, it's never ending. But here we are, and we are just about turning that corner for hopefully a better society to the finish line, like you playing Mario Kart or some shit, right? It's like it's just up ahead past this curve, and you got others, that's its Alex and whatnot, but or agendas what would take place, but others too and whatnot, and you all turning and stuff, but you gotta make sure you positioned right, or otherwise you're gonna lose out. Here's the thing: there's gonna be no competition, right? I presume that when Civil War breaks out, which it will, that there will be more boots on the ground and stuff. But it's just like, and vaporizing. But I don't expect vaporizing like execution style, teleporting to cryogenics or in the sleeping gas chamber. Like making sure that they don't kill themselves or some shit. Take a cyanide tooth cap off their teeth, or whatever, and die like that. Make sure they don't do that. Because they will. I have heard a story that, of course, a successful suicide dealing, their tribunal, because of course he was allowed to have his glasses. And it had cyanide in it. His own personal glasses, by the way. Of course he was allowed to. And it had some cyanide or whatever. Needle. Somewhere. And he offed himself. Oh, man. That swears. Can you say total unprofessionalism? And who get the most justice out of this? It doesn't seem like humanity getting the most justice. It seems like they get injustice. Like, who are they? Jeez. To get only the justice? I presume that, cryogenic, time freezing, or in sleeping, freezing, or combination one at a time, what will best preserve them until they are able to be held for trial in a proper way, so they don't, kill themselves. Because they need trial and the execution. I presume this has been going on for some time now, properly. So no George Bush, Senior and whatnot, Jeb Bush, whatnot, can't escape. They all can't escape. They might have clones and stuff, but that doesn't mean that they wasn't, taken and cryogenically frozen, something like that, from the good guy's end. We hope, right? Because I don't accept half-assedness. And I certainly don't accept them doing their own little tribunals behind the scenes for themselves without a human witness. And that one human witness. Nothing known, too. Jeez. Not even a whisper. Not even a whisper.
Because the gangs knew the city better than the police. And they were like...
So did AI. So did Moonbase. So does ETs by now. They scanned every goddamn thing. Even you admitted it. They scanned everything here. Under the sun and moon. Projections. And time and space. Oh, man.
No, we'll do this. If you want to back us up, that's fine.
See, right there.
So it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, he giddy. He's proud of it even.
I have chills.
See?
Talking about this.
I think it's sad, though, that we have to rely on the demonic parasites to fight back against the Dark Cabal. And also cops, which never was our ally anyways. It was organized crime through and through. Like there was they was all infiltrated. I have heard. Like I can't imagine, it not probably worse than it seems, right? Even I was like, cops weren't best friends. I just could never really truly respect them, even through my grandpa, and I had multiple reasons. I think there was a time where I could have. I think there was.